Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to It's a Vibe Sports Talk. I'm the Waiver Wire Queen,
I'm Dave.
and you have come to the right place if you are trying to stay current with sports news. On tonight's episode, we are going to talk about the second half of the season in the NBA, and we're also going to talk about current news in football.
Yes.
All right, so let's jump right into the NBA.
Yes.
So, what is your biggest
My big
takeaway from the All-Star game, first of all? What are your thoughts on the All-Star game?
I mean, I don't know if I like this new venue that they're doing with the playing for charities, all these quarters and stuff, but I guess everybody else likes it, so it makes it fun for them. But I mean, it was good games though. What you think?
I mean, for me, I just didn't think it was competitive. I already knew the way the teams were drafted that
Yeah,
it wasn't
LeBron
going to
said-
be
yeah,
it wasn't going to be competitive, and then KD wasn't playing and a bunch of other people. I just knew it wasn't going to be competitive. I like the quarters. I like that whole concept, but I still prefer East versus West. That's more competitive for me because you would have somebody like the Greek Freak over on the East instead
right.
of, but I guess KD got to pick better, pick a little bit better, but I think if KD was playing and Embiid was playing, it would have been more competitive.
Right.
So, I mean, think about it. Bron, he picked a great team and they won every damn quarter. I mean, like, how you win every quarter?
Every quarter.
You can't have a team with Dame and Steph on the same team and think the other team gonna win. It's not happening. It's not.
It's
But
true.
nonetheless, I think most people like the new format, so I think it's gonna stay.
Yeah, most people do like the new format.
So, what do
I
you
don't
think is
know.
gonna happen now? What do you think is
I
gonna
don't know.
happen the
Like,
second half of the season?
you think Utah can keep doing what they do?
I think they can, but I don't see Utah as a real threat. I still
I was
feel,
thinking the same thing. Everybody keeps saying
yeah,
Utah, 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 but I really don't see them as. I think regular season in the NBA is almost something like the regular season in the MLB. It matters, but then it kind of don't. You just want to make the playoffs, and
yeah,
that's when the real season starts.
yeah. I see Utah as a pretender. Regular season team,
Right.
great. Once it comes to the playoffs,
I
if
agree.
they get the wrong matchup, then they can potentially be bumped
Right.
out in the
So
first
who
round,
you
depending
see?
on the matchup they
Who
get.
you see in the final four? You see, I'm thinking the Lakers. The
Mhm.
could be the Clippers.
Mm. The
Obviously,
Clippers,
you don't
I
think the Clippers
still
will get?
feel like they are pretenders. I don't see them beating the Lakers. I just don't like the vibe of that team. I
Right.
still I still visualize the bubble experience, and so that's it for me. That's the only thing I remember. Like, okay, so PG 13, Paul George is playing much better this season. I just
Right.
no, I'm sorry. I don't see them beating the Lakers, especially if Anthony Davis comes back healthy. I don't
Mm.
see it. I think it's gonna come down to
BK gonna be there.
BK and the Lakers.
BK and the Lakers in the finals, right?
Yes.
Who you think is
Mhm.
gonna? Who you think else is gonna
KD
make
needs
it?
to
You
they
think
need
the
to get KD
76ers?
healthy. 76ers to me, I still need to see more. I'm not sold, so I need to see more. If KD is able to come back the second half of the season and stay healthy and actually make it through the playoffs, I see BK winning. So that's a great thing for NY. When
Right.
is the last time? When the last time they had a championship?
You see them being the Lakers?
I can
That's
if
bold.
yeah, I can see them beating the Lakers. The thing that is gonna hurt them is defense. They're gonna have to get their defense together. I like the move of picking up Blake Griffin. That was a good move. He's not the Blake Griffin of back when he was dunking all over people,
Right. Right.
jumping over
He's more the
cars and
Rodman Blake Griffin, right?
not I don't even not even that, but when he played, he was giving the Pistons 12 points and like 7 rebounds. So to me, that's an upgrade from what they have. I think he still has something left. So it's going to be helpful in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't expect 20 and 10 Blake. I don't see that. And then they have too many mouths to feed. So they're probably looking at him as to come in and do other things. We don't need you to be 20 and 10.
Right.
Not that he's at that place, because I feel like he's past his prime.
Yeah.
But you can come in and still be solid. Maybe 10 and 5, or even if he can give them what he was giving the Pistons, 12 and 7, that'll be perfect for them.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, they had to move on from Jared Allen to get Harden. Obviously, that's a no-brainer trade. You want Harden over Jared Allen, but if there was a way that I could have gotten Harden and kept Allen and get rid of somebody else, I would have. But Allen is terrific.
Yeah.
My preference would be Allen over Blake at this stage of Blake's career, but you had to get Harden, so you had to do what you had to do, and had to move on from it. So that's my thing. I'm hoping to see Boston get more consistent, and play better. I think Miami is starting to get it together. Everyone is healthy, so I'm expecting Miami to move up in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
Chicago, I would love for us to get more consistency out of our younger players and to stay healthy.
Right.
That's important to me. Health. I don't see us making the playoffs, but if we do, we'll slide in at number 8.
But one thing good is they get to know each other good. They playing well, so let's give it a couple of years and throw in a couple of fits here and there. You never know.
Levine is doing exactly what I expected and more. So he's taking his game to the next level, which is why
jump shot is getting better.
Huh?
His jump shot is getting better.
Yes. He used to be just the athletic dunker with some range, but now he's added that 3-pointer to his game.
3-pointer.
Yeah. His defense has improved, but I still want to see more improvements on the defensive end.
Right.
So who do you think in the Western Conference has a chance to dethrone the Lakers?
I mean, like we talked about earlier, I'm not too high on Utah. I mean Phoenix.
No, CP3. You don't.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't see nobody throwing the Lakers from there, from the West. Nobody.
Even with AD, I know he's supposed to come back, but what if he is out for the season or gets hurt again? He tends to be injury prone.
If he's out for the season, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he should come back and be all right. Maybe should monitor his minutes, because you don't want to when you start having too many issues with the lower legs and it's the same leg and it's multiple injuries. You definitely want to fall back and monitor the minutes, because it just takes that one cut or move and you're out for the season. So I would love for him to just come back and be healthy for the rest of the season, because I want to see BK versus the Lakers with everyone healthy. I don't want somebody to be out. It's not going to be the same if, say, KD wasn't playing. I want to see KD versus LeBron in the finals.
I mean, you got Portland, but I don't see teams like Portland and Denver. I don't really see them making too much noise. So
for me, Denver, I just feel like they kind of taking a step back, a little small step back. Joker is balling out his mind, but like Murray he's starting to pick it up, but he kind of started the season a little slow, kind of inconsistent, but he's definitely picking it up now. So maybe they'll move up a bit. They're in the sixth place right now. Maybe they'll move it up a bit.
Yeah.
Who else? Dallas. I don't really see them making any noise. They may sneak in the playoffs. They're in 8th.
Yeah.
But I don't see them, doing anything major. The Spurs, no.
No.
So to me, it may come down to the Lakers versus the Clippers, and I just feel like the Lakers are the team. They're going to be the team to beat. I don't really see the Clippers beating them. I don't care what pieces they've added. Something about that team, it's just not.
Yeah, them jokes.
It's not a good vibe. Like, it's a vibe. Sports talk is a good vibe. That's not a good vibe.
Nah, definitely not a good vibe.
I don't see it. Now in the East, Milwaukee, to me, I just like with the Clippers. It's just no. I just don't. I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel it. So I think that their window has passed, and now you got teams like Philly, who's more consistent.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the Bucks. So Boston, I like the young team, but I feel like it's not gonna happen. No, especially not this season. Charlotte, I kind of really, I'm surprised that they are in the playoffs right now. If we were to start today, but I really wanted them to rebuild the right way with Melo and add young pieces, and but I mean, what they're doing is working. I still feel like they need a big and another wing.
I was watching Melo play live. I was shocked. He's pretty good. He needs more body strength though. He looks too small out there.
So my question for you is, what was your issue with Melo anyways?
He's
a guy who has never watched him play ever.
I just don't like that whole. I don't like that whole Ball family. I feel like they too arrogant.
You don't even know them. Okay, have you ever watched Melo play outside of the game you watched?
No.
But you said he was whack.
He's trash.
You gonna say somebody whack you never even watched? I mean, come on now. You need to start listening to the Waiver Wire Queen, because I've been telling you, Melo is the real deal. Hey, you're gonna learn to listen to the Waiver Wire Queen. What y'all think? He need to listen to the Waiver Wire Queen, because I've been telling him about Melo a few years, and he just
hey, listen,
he can't play.
He made my starting lineup in fantasy, so
exactly. Now he done went and sneak draft him, and now he all happy. Okay, I mean, he's very talented. A lot of people were high on him, and then there were a lot of people who wasn't, and a lot of that had to do with his dad. But I'm like, his dad's not playing ball; he's playing ball. Yeah. So just because you feel some type of way about my family should not reflect how you feel about my game. But if I have game, I got game.
His dad could be a distraction too, you know.
He's not. He hasn't, and MJ came out and said he has pretty much surpassed their expectations. So right. I'm sure MJ is happy with the pick. I am, because I've been waiting for our guy to pick somebody who could, win him some games. Win him some games. So, any other thoughts about the second half of the season?
No, pretty much. We pretty much wrapped it up. We both think that Brooklyn and the Lakers is going to be there in the finals, and you think Brooklyn is going to win. I'm pretty sure they have a chance, but I don't know if AD is healthy and LeBron is healthy, they're going to beat the Lakers. But we'll see. I mean, not their first year together anyway, but playing together. But maybe
they need to get a little more consistent on defense. Is what you're not gonna win the finals throwing up 150 points, especially with the Lakers. They actually play defense, so you're not gonna be doing that.
Right, LeBron will take you down.
I got one thing. So Andre Drummond, he's still on the Cavs, but they took him out of the starting lineup, stopped playing him. So he to keep him healthy, because they want to move him. So who do you think they should move him to, or who do you think should call about him?
That's good. Yeah.
He has a nice salary hit. So it has to be somebody with some cap space, or they're gonna have to maybe add a third team to pull up the trade.
That takes the Clippers out.
Yeah, the Clippers, they ain't got no money. They're gonna have to add an extra team, and
I mean, who's contending that has the money to get him? That's the question.
Normally, contenders don't really have the flexibility with the
Yeah,
salary cap, so they'll just have to bring in another team. I think a lot of teams, especially like the teams that are competing for playoffs and championship,
would you take
I
him down
think
to
they're just
Chicago?
hoping that they waive him. The Cavs are smart. I want something back because he still has value, but I want to say he's in the final year of his contract, so
Right.
that can hurt what they can acquire, because if I'm only going to have him for one season and
Yeah.
I'm a team in rebuild, I'm not going to give you no high draft pick for a player just for what,
I would have to have a
30 games?
trade. You know?
Yeah. Well, why don't y'all let us know what you think?
Yes.
Let us know what you think. Where should the Cavs try to trade Drummond to? Should the Lakers try to see what they can do to bring him in? Because Blake is now with the Nets. So should the Lakers try to make some type of moves to bring in Drummond? I think right now he's a better option than Blake right now.
Right.
So, well, y'all let us know what y'all think on that. Okay, so let's talk about football.
Right.
Our favorite sport. Oh no, your favorite sport is
my favorite sport is baseball, but
he's a baseball.
I love football.
Baseball head. He's addicted to that baseball stuff. So let's talk about Dak Prescott.
Yes, that contract he got.
Yes. What do you think about that deal?
I like that. I don't know. I mean, are the Cowboy fans happy with that deal? I don't know.
Yes. The Cowboy fans are delusional. So y'all Cowboy fans are probably like, oh my gosh, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. But that was the same thought they had yesterday. So they had that same thought when they only had 6 wins. So the Cowboy fans are always going to just be like, no matter what you do, who you bring in, oh, we signed a kicker. Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. We going to win the Super Bowl. That's just Cowboy fans for you.
I can't.
To me, you need a franchise quarterback. And if they felt like that was their guy, then they already took him through it. They put him through so much to even get this contract done. So I think it was a bit more money than I would have paid, but you have to do what you have to do for your franchise quarterback.
Right, true. And
like,
they
all you got to do is just look at the Cowboys with Andy Dalton. They didn't look too good.
Not at all.
Yeah. So,
and teams are overpaying for quarterbacks these days anyway. Just look at the Niners.
Ooh, we know how you feel about that. I think Dak is better than Jimmy G.
Yeah.
If y'all were in position to land Dak, I'm sure you guys would have made that move. So, $42 million a season is not unreasonable for a franchise quarterback, because that's pretty much what they said by giving him this large deal.
Right.
You are a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And his record since he's gotten in the NFL has been excellent. So, I mean, why not? Now, my only thing is the Cowboys, they never they haven't lived up to expectation of the last few seasons. Right. So they continue to get these high draft picks.
Older too. Like what's going to happen to the offensive line they got? They used to have one of the best offensive lines in the game, and now as they get older, it's just they're going to need to rebuild. So
with a high pick, they pick 10th, so maybe they'll look at the offensive line. They need a DB. So Patrick Surtain, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That's somebody they need to be hopping on, or if they want to go O-line to protect Dak and maybe open up some damn running lanes for Zeke.
Yeah.
Right, because he didn't look good. He just didn't look that good this past season.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great move, because today was the last day. You were either going to franchise him or you were going to work out a deal. So I think most people didn't expect a deal, but I was shocked, and I
ain't gonna lie
for them.
I was a little shocked too that they paid them the franchise money. But,
yeah, because you don't normally see your a franchise quarterback have to wait this long. I mean, Watson got his deal. Patrick Mahomes got his deal. Hell,
early.
players like Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who
Yeah.
are not better than Dak Prescott, they got their money. So,
super quick.
you know, and then you got to think of when Dak was drafted, he was playing on a contract valued at less than a million, I believe.
Yeah.
So he deserved his money.
Yeah, he did. He does.
Now, if he would have made it to free agency, I wouldn't mind the Giants looking at him because I still feel like we need a quarterback.
I wouldn't mind the Niners looking at him because God knows we need a quarterback.
No. Y'all stick with Jimmy G, okay? But no, I think it's a great move. They finally sealed the deal and can move forward and look to rebuilding the offensive line and helping out the front by adding some DBs to their team. Okay, so what about Russell Wilson and everything that's going on with Seattle? Do you believe that Seattle's going to trade him?
I think they dumb if they do. Like, who are they going to trade him? What are they going to trade him for? And who's going to be their quarterback next year? Like, I don't see that.
Honestly, I don't really see it happening. And now you lost a potential trade partner in Dallas because you could have did a quarterback swap. Plus, Dallas probably would have had to send them something else for Russell Wilson.
That's the only thing that would have made sense. Honestly, that's the only thing I think that would have made sense. But since they signed Dak,
yeah. I mean, if y'all was in position to make a move for him, I'm sure you would. But you would have to give up some assets. But then again, I don't see if they decided to trade him, it's not going to be in the same division.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just not. So I honestly feel like
a team like the Jets making a move for him. But what do the Jets really got to give?
They got the draft picks. I mean, they got 2 in the first round. They got the high pick. They picked second, and then you figure they got. I don't know what. The other one is in like either the late teens or early 20s, which isn't bad. So you got 2 picks, but to me, that doesn't present him the best opportunity to win a Super Bowl right now. If you're Russell Wilson, you're not looking to go.
Yeah, you want to go somewhere where you're going to win, right?
Yeah, you're looking to win. So Miami may be a nice option. Miami.
Oh, you think Miami, the Dolphins? No, but they like that quarterback. What's his name?
I mean, they do, but if I'm Miami, I would prefer Russell Wilson over Tua. I have Wilson as he's proven he's won a Super Bowl. Tua, the jury is still out on him. He wasn't that great last season, so I would say that I need to see more. So if Seattle was to reach out to me and I'm Miami and I have two picks in the first round of this year's draft, one is a high pick because it's the Houston pick, I would hop all over that deal because they have a solid defense. Now you just need to add some better wide receivers and you'll be good to go. But I honestly think that he's not going anywhere. And what they should do, Pete and Russell Wilson need to sit down and talk about it and work out whatever the hell's bothering them. They do need to address the offensive line because he's been sacked too much. I mean, some sacks, okay, that's on him for holding the ball, trying to, make something happen downfield. But that offensive line has never been great.
Right.
They need to protect your damn franchise quarterback is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Just protect them.
It makes sense to protect your franchise quarterback.
You said Philly. I'm not high on Philly. They're going to be the worst team in the NFC East this season. They have so many holes and they don't have a whole bunch of draft picks. So that probably wouldn't be the best option. Washington may be a good option because they need a quarterback and they have a solid front on defense. And then they have a few pieces on offense and you just bring some more pieces in. So that may be an option.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I don't think he's leaving. I think I
Yeah, I
would be
don't see him leaving
surprised.
Seattle.
Yeah, I would be so shocked if he was to get
Yeah.
traded. I'm like, if he get traded to a good situation, I'm gonna be hitting you up
Yeah.
fantasy style so I can get a trade.
Yeah.
As he's actually one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL today. He's solid.
Yeah, he's good.
He's solid. So let's talk about Deshaun Watson.
And Deshaun Watson, yes.
What do you think? Do you think Houston is making a big mistake by not moving him right now, or do you think they should wait till after the draft, or do you think they should keep him? What are your thoughts on
Nah,
Watson?
I think they should move him now. Really, because if they wait, it's gonna make it worse.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
So what team do you think should trade for him?
I mean, the same teams you mentioned for Wilson will probably be the teams that's good to go for him, like Miami and the my Niners, hopefully, which I know
You
would
want
never
every
happen.
quarterback
I
on your
just be
team.
dreaming. I just be dreaming. I know.
But the sad thing is your front office is delusional because they
Right.
still keep saying that he's their
I'm
guy. I
like,
don't
God,
understand it, but
I don't understand it either. But
I think y'all are in a position to draft a quarterback this draft. Y'all better, but I mean, it is what it is. Now Watson, they should move him.
yeah, they should. They really
They
should.
should move him before the draft so you can get those draft picks.
Right.
Some
That's what you want.
teams
Draft it.
to consider are Miami, the Jets,
Right.
Chicago, the 49ers. The Saints don't have the cap space, but if they were in position to land Watson, they would make
They
the
would land
space.
them. Yeah.
They would do what they have to do to
But
to
they
create
know
the space.
Drew is at the end, right?
Yeah,
He's
that's it for him. It is what it is for him. But the best location, if I'm Watson, I would probably say is either Miami or Chicago. Miami first because they got a solid defense.
got a solid
They got
team.
a young running back.
Yeah.
They probably may want to still evaluate him because I'm not with the one season running backs, but
Right.
I say they still need to add another running back. Wide receivers, they still need to add some wide receivers, but I feel like they have more talent than the Jets.
Yeah, they do.
The Jets can bring in players via via free agency because they have the cap space.
Mhm.
And so that would be the only reason if I'm Watson, I would go to the Jets is because I know that they're going to bring in some running backs and some wide receivers who I can throw the ball to or who I can pass it off to. If you can't do that for me and I'm Watson, I wouldn't go to the Jets because you don't have anything there that's going to help me win. But
Right.
if you're going to use your cap space and bring in the talent, then why not? They have the best assets for Houston.
Right.
I honestly wanted to see him go to the Colts or I like Miami or even the Giants, of course. Just imagine Saquon and Watson on the same team. It's not gonna happen, but I could dream.
I don't want to see that happen.
I can dream. I can dream. So Washington released Alex Smith. What do you think he should do? Where do you think he should go?
Well, he's probably gonna end up somewhere backing up, or I don't know. Maybe a team like Miami might pick him up and give him a chance.
I think he should just retire. My opinion. Or he can go play for the 49ers. He can go play for y'all again. You wouldn't prefer him over Jimmy G?
I prefer anybody over Jimmy G right now.
All right, let me go suit up. I'm about to go out there and suit up. Let me throw that ball.
Hey, listen.
Waiver Wire Queen is going to sit on the sidelines and watch. I honestly just think he should. I don't know. I just don't. I guess you can. I don't really. I'm not feeling a location for him, honestly. Because with Chicago, I feel like that's like the same type of quarterback you've had the last few years, and a Nick Foles and a
Right.
Mitch. I mean, he's better than those two guys, but at this stage of his
But it's
career,
like
I
the
just
same
don't.
thing, yeah.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it for Miami because you might as well just keep Fitz, but then you do have Tua, so I don't really. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
If for me, it was either Washington or retire. It's great to see that he came back from that horrific injury, though, to get out there and play. But I just think I've never been high on him. He's been a great game manager. I've never been high on him like, oh, he's the franchise quarterback. So stopgap, the bridge between a young quarterback who needs to learn and maybe the Patriots. I know Patriot fans are not gonna like that, but maybe the Patriots.
Not at all.
Yeah, but for me, it was either Washington or retire. What do y'all think? Let us know what you think about these quarterbacks and where they should go. I need y'all to let me know should Alex Smith continue
that was
to play?
a funny video what happened to Cam Newton. You seen that YouTube video of Cam Newton?
Oh, with the kid.
The kid.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What you say? How much your dad makes?
Yeah, I think these kids got to have a little more respect. I don't think that was the type of situation where you come like, one, you need to respect your adults. Two, he is coming to your school or whatever to visit and work with the kids.
Right.
Trying to help you grow as a player. You haven't even, made it anywhere yet. But
that's to show you.
Cam probably shouldn't have said some of the things he did. Yeah. The kid got him all in his feelings, and
all of his feelings.
Yes. I'm like, damn, Cam, you hurt?
He touched the button.
Yeah. The way he played last season, he sits too. For real. But yeah, I think for the young kid, why don't you try to learn from Cam as far as what he's done right in his career and what he hasn't, to just be better and potentially play college, maybe NFL instead of doing that. But who knows? They probably was just trash talking. I'm gonna chalk it up to trash talk that went south. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. So what do you think about the NFL draft? So I'm seeing and hearing some analysts, some people have Wilson over Lawrence.
They do?
Yeah. I don't. I still have Trevor Lawrence as the number one quarterback.
Yeah, Lawrence should be going number one. If he don't, there's an issue.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Jets at number 2? If they don't make a move for Watson, what do you think they should do with that pick?
I mean, they're gonna draft a quarterback with that pick.
Think so?
I think so.
I don't know. There's so many ways they can go if they're not going to trade it. They can get a quarterback. They can trade the pick and move back and accumulate more assets. They can even draft some players to help Sam Darnold. I mean, let's face it, they haven't done him any favors with the talent that they've put around him to succeed. So to me, that was a waste of a pick because you didn't even really try to evaluate to see if he had any talent. Hell, I think if you guys were to trade for Sam Darnold, you would see a different quarterback. You wouldn't see what you have with the Jets.
Right.
But if say they keep the pick and they draft a quarterback, which quarterback you think they should take? Should they take Wilson or should they take what's his name? Woo, I can't even remember his name, and I'm thinking about him. I'm visualizing him right now. Let me look him up. I don't know why I keep thinking of this one guy in my mind, which obviously isn't the guy. Fields,
yeah.
So Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, if you are the Jets at number 2.
I think Wilson.
Well, with Wilson, some people are comparing him, saying he has Patrick Mahomes and
right.
Russell Wilson
And I
traits.
think Justin Fields is another like another Donald. But
Why do you feel that way?
because he's more of a pocket quarterback. I mean, he runs every now and then, but he's not. You know, I like Wilson better.
I'm hoping that Fields can grow, prove a lot of the haters wrong, because he's getting a lot of haters. His stock has kind of fallen a teeny bit. I'm hoping he can come in and prove all the haters wrong, and just perform well. Now, if I was on the board at number 2 and I was the Jets, I would probably and I can't trade I couldn't trade the pick for Watson. I would probably trade back, because there's some teams that want to trade up.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to give me a lot, because they have so many holes. They need.
Why, you think one of them is gonna fall back down?
Well, not necessarily, but there are some teams that probably want to draft Wilson, and the Jets they won't fall back in the draft too much, where you could still accumulate more assets and fill more needs and still draft a really, really good player to help Darnold, because they don't have a running back. They need wide receivers. They got my boy Crowder. It's in my heart. But you still need wide receivers. You need a tight end. So they still need so much. And just by drafting with the second pick, and you're not taking a quarterback, you can draft one of the wide receivers high, or you can fall back a little bit, add more picks, and add more players to fill several needs.
Right.
That's what I think they should do if they don't make.
But going that route, you're basically saying Donald is going to be the quarterback.
Well, it's hard to say. I don't think they're, as of right now, it doesn't seem like Houston has gotten their head together on trading Watson. Right. And if I'm Watson, I wouldn't want to go to the Jets, but I'm going to go with they're not trading Watson. They're not trading for Watson.
Right.
So you got Darnold. You need to see what he can be. Like, you know what he can do.
Right.
So there's nothing wrong with adding pieces around him to see if he can do what you drafted him to do.
Yeah.
They never put any real talent around him. So I don't understand how you thought he was going to be successful. So if you can't get Watson, because that's the only quarterback I want right now, because I don't think Russell Wilson is going anywhere. So if you can't get Watson, you already have 2 picks in the first round. You can fall back a few slots, because there are some teams who are not too far behind that want that second pick, and add more assets to fill a need.
Right.
You may come away with a solid tight end and wide receiver in the first round, which is going to help Darnold. And then you also got salary cap. So maybe the Jets will wake up and build around the quarterback that they drafted to be their franchise quarterback. Right. Especially if you can't get Watson. But if they want to go with Wilson, then you can possibly trade Darnold to a team like, I would like to see him go to the 49ers if they decide to draft Wilson. I would like to see him go to the 49ers, to a team that I think the coach will actually work with him, and there are some solid pieces there.
Yeah.
So you got your quarterback. Look at that. Waiver Wire Queen giving you early Christmas gifts. Y'all, I'm giving him early Christmas gifts, and I am giving him a quarterback.
From her mouth to God's ears, everybody.
That's right. But we're going to go with the fact that they're going to keep him. And so since they're going to keep him, they're going to be smart and build around him and realize that they have a young, solid quarterback. Right. Don't quote me on that, y'all, because he may come out this season and make me look crazy. But you know what? Hopefully they make the right decision for their franchise, because if you continue to get the quarterback position wrong, they'll keep being the third team in New York in football. So You know, I mean, at one point they were saying Darnold was better than Allen. So look what Josh Allen is doing right now, right? So if he truly is better or has the potential to be anything of what Josh Allen is, then you should want to see that, because you don't want to move on from, say they trade him and say Wilson ends up being a bust, and or whatever quarterback they draft ends up flopping, and now Darnold is with, say, the 49ers, and he's thriving, and he's now looking like the quarterback you drafted, and you don't have a quarterback now. Now you just like, oh, okay,
right.
Because let's face it, if they trade Darnold, they're not going to get a lot. You're not going to get the high number one that you drafted him.
Yeah.
So you may get a second, third. You're not going to get a whole lot for him. So
yeah,
they better be right in what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying out here in these football streets? Yeah, that's right. But what y'all think? Should the Jets? I don't know. Maybe I've been sipping a little bit tonight because I can't even talk correct. I'm all over the place. Do y'all think the Jets should keep the pick and draft a quarterback, or trade back and add more assets to build around Darnold? And this is all based on, say they do not trade for Watson. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think should do? Let us know.
Yes.
Throw them comments out there. Let us know if the Jets are going to get it right this time and build that team, or they are just going to continue to be
blow it like they do every other year.
Are they going to continue to be the third team in New York? I won't say who's the number one team, So y'all know. Y'all know who the number one team is in football in New York. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say no teams, but yeah, y'all let us know what you think. Y'all check out this cool playlist on fantasy football, because upcoming season, you got to do what you got to do. You got to know what's going on. So check out that playlist, especially if you love fantasy football and you are trying to prepare for the upcoming season and you want some tips, you need some pointers, you need to know what's going on.
I'm gonna
check out that cool playlist.
I gotta check this list out, see what she's talking about.
That's right. Dave, you need to check out this list, because you know what? Check out this playlist, because guess what? I always beat you. So everyone, if you looking to beat Dave or whoever you are cool with in your leagues, you need to check out this playlist.
I'm gonna check it out,
because it's just going to give you all the gems that you need to prepare for the upcoming season. And I know a lot of people are like, well, the season, it's not here yet. Well, if you're in Dynasty, the season never ends. I don't know about you, but I'm addicted to Dynasty.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah, I love the fantasy football Dynasty league. I'm so glad that I've gotten into that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do a redraft league anymore. I don't even do those anymore. I'm like, what's a redraft? No, Dynasty or nothing.
Yes.
It's kind of like PPR standard. Standard, throw it away, and I'm with the PPR.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you think. Let us know what you think. Dynasty or redraft, what do you prefer? And do you prefer standard or PPR? And check out that playlist. And let me know if I got it right and you are on your way to winning your fantasy football league in 2021.
Leave your comments.
That's right. Leave your comments and let us know what you think about that playlist.